I think like me and Carlos and probably Miguel find that you are guarded.
This one's gonna be a very interesting one because goddamn, Susan never wants to hear anything that is critical.
That you, before meeting or going to the second date, you already find out in the first 10 seconds that not what you wanted.
I like Susan, you know. I like Susan because she's a fine example of someone who believes that she's ready for a relationship, but yet she's not ready to let go of the past. I find people like that quite fascinating because you see, in reality, you're delusional. You cannot bring your past into your future. You cannot be ready for your future if you're still dragging your past along with you. And it does make me feel sorry for Susan. It really does. Listen, get into it.
I think that whatever I bring you, you're just not gonna do it. You're just gonna go.
That's not true.
But we're about to witness how true it is.
Because I'm based on what I have in my report right here. The most haves. Handsome. Carlos was attractive. Miguel, no.
I didn't want to kiss him, but yeah.
So you wanted an attractive man, but it was an issue. All right, cool.
Second, kind.
No, he's very kind.
Very kind. Funny and charming.
He definitely was funny and charming.
Okay, great.
So what's the problem then, Susan?
Travel and be spontaneous.
Yes, he was.
Okay, good. Financially stable with a healthy view of money.
The answer that comes, very, very interesting. I will remind you people I have to do it this way to avoid.
Yes and no, but you know, he wants to be an actor. And he's doing exactly what a 35, 36-year-old guy is doing.
Just bizarre. So because my man wants to be an actor, he's not allowed to have dreams? Because he wants to be an actor, that's exactly what a 35-year-old would be doing? Interesting, because there's a lot of people in the acting business who don't break out in acting at different ages. Some people don't make it until they're 30. Some people don't make it until they're 40. Some people don't make it until they're 50. To be honest with you, her saying this, absolute cack.
Did he talk about his past?
He did.
And he said that you didn't. So
I did.
you did a little bit.
She didn't. She literally blocked it off.
And he did a little bit. And just because somebody offers a little bit of information about themselves doesn't necessitate that they are open emotionally for a relationship.
Right.
That is very, very annoying and very contradictory because the fact is a lot of women want a man to be open about his past. They want to be, he wants him to be open even in the future that they have together potentially. Now, she's saying that because a man is open, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's genuine. I mean, even though that could be true, it doesn't mean that it's a negative. Even though it's something that you put down on your list. But okay, Susan.
You say that you are ready, and I don't think you are ready.
That is so not true. That is so not true.
You mentioned something the first time that we met.
What?
That you don't care about being an old lady by yourself.
Being silly, yeah.
I like the way he's really picking at everything that she's ever said because she needs to learn.
I don't believe that. I believe that you want somebody.
You can't, I don't know.
Even though you don't believe it, you need to be more open.
Without a shadow of a freaking doubt, she needs to be more open. She's got to believe that she needs to be more open. Do I believe that she's ready for a relationship? I'm going to say yes and no. I'm going to say yes 60%, no 40%. I'm going to say yes 60% purely because she's out here putting herself out there for a reason. That gives her that extra 10%. But then the 40%, where she doesn't get that 50, is because, well, she's still using past to drag her along. You know, she's been way too judgmental. She's given no chances. But honestly, her guard is ridiculous.
I thought I was, but I will try harder.
Okay.
I will, for you, I will try
I'm
harder.
doing this
Nah. This is for you, dearie.
for you as well.
Nah, you're getting paid. Shut up. No, I will try. I
No,
will try harder.
what is my main objective is not money. My main objective is
stop.
that you invite me to.
The fact that she doesn't even allow her matchmaker to even like prompt her to like, you know what I mean? Like she's even trying to riddle him down. She's even trying to block him from speaking as well. It's like she doesn't want him to say anything that may be manipulative, that may be, you know, abusive or whatever. It could be anything. She sees anything and everything that is a command or somebody trying to direct her or advise her or whatever. She sees as if it's someone from her past trying to manipulate her, trying to control her. You know, but this is a very common thing though in today's society with men and women. But as a man, I'm going to say that I see more with women than I do men. Why? Because, of course, I like women. So I'm not gonna say it for men, right? But I've noticed that a lot of times when I was on the dating scene and I was looking and I was thinking about it at the time, a lot of the females that I did speak to at the time, I just found that a lot of them wasn't ready. I found that a lot of them were bringing the past into the present, and I was like, yeah, that's not gonna work for me because you see, me now, I don't bring the past into the present. I use the past to strengthen me to. I use the past to strengthen me to who I am now and to mold me to who I'm going to be moving forward. But I definitely don't drag it along with me and use it as a judgment to X, Y, Z. You see what I'm saying? And I found that a lot of women were doing that. Now, you say one thing that triggers a past. Oh yeah, I can't talk to you no more. Da 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 da. It was just a color. But that's not why I stopped dating. I'm just at that stage in my life where I just like my own. You know, I'm not ready to share my life. I'm starting to sound as if I live in some sort of polygamous lifestyle. No, I'm just ready just to share my life with the person. You know what I mean? I've got things to do first. That's more priority to me. But at the end of the day, that's at least I'm able to recognize that I'm not in a position where I want to commit. This woman right here, I believe that she is in a position to commit. She just needs to get rid of the baggage that's in her head. Trauma, she needs to stop using it as a roadblock and more something that can make her stronger. Hey, continue.
I know I'm picky. I'm not even a little picky. I'm picky. But the reason is because in the past.
Here we go. Now we're talking about the past.
I got into a relationship with somebody that was toxic. He was a monster of a human being. So.
Well, don't let that monster determine your future. Don't let that monster stop you from meeting the person that is a match for you. That's all I can add to that, Susan. But hey, you guys let me know exactly what you're thinking down below. We'll talk about it. But as far as I'm concerned, 60% that she's ready because she's making the movements. But that 40% has to be eliminated. It has to be shrink to at least. It needs to turn over to at least being like 80% to 20%. Because I feel like I'm not someone that respect everybody to be perfect enough to get to the 90% or even 100% of not being able to drag their past into a relationship. It's always going to be hard because when you get triggers, right? You just got to find ways to have defense mechanisms for those triggers. So I'm going to say, you know, once you can get to that 80%, to be honest with you, that's when you're on the right track to really find someone that's good for you. And then once you're at 80% and you find that person, well, here's the thing, at that point, then you're working to get to that 90%. After that, everything should be A-okay. At the end of the day, it'd be nice to get to the 100% of not having to drag your past into your current relationship, but sometimes having that little extra 10%, it's not bad, you know what I mean? It's not the end of the world, because at least he's dominated by the 90 and the person who will understand. In fact, then the person who would actually reassure you for that little 10% they have. They can even reassure you from that 20% too. But the reason it's better to go to the 10 rather than the 20 is because if you're dealing with someone with a low tolerance of BS like myself, I don't know if I could ever be with someone that's gonna have the 20% of them dragging their past into the future, because I'm a reassuring person, but I'm not that great at it, you know. For the most part, like in my opinion, I'm like, listen, if I'm strong and I don't need a reassurance like that, well then you shouldn't need it too. But that's just a reflection of my personality, because obviously I've done a self journey that I'm still on. Obviously, not everybody's gonna be on that wavelength, you know what I mean? So I can admit that. But end of the day, it's good to be at that 80% ready to go and that 20%, 10%. You know what I mean? But that 20% needs to be worked on and be made into 15, 10%. That I'll be fine with. Some people like to just stay stagnant at certain levels. Either way, though, this isn't about me, is it now? I'm just saying, Susan needs to work on it. Hey, it's crazy though, because her guy literally just gave a full-on therapy session. But hey, don't forget to like, sub, and of course.